What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Paige of the Page, and today we're going to be doing my December book haul. Oh lordy! Ha! Oh my god, I am so thankful to everyone. I have 26 books to haul here today. 9 I bought myself, 7 were gifted to me by Cara through her unhaul, and then I have 11 books that were Christmas gifts. So yeah, holy shit. So we've got a lot of books to get through. I'm not going to be doing synopsises, I never do. Anyway, let's dive into the books. These are in no particular order. I've organized them by ones I bought myself and where I bought them from, not necessarily in chronicle order of buying them. Then I've got Cara's on haul, and then I've got my presents. So the first one I bought was Olympus Volume 1 by Smythe. I am so excited to get to this. I think this is one of the reasons I was in a reading slump for most of December, because I wanted to pick this up, but I told myself I had to read my other books first, and I never ended up reading it because I just didn't feel like reading, because I wanted to read this. I'm still not picking this up in January, but I'm no longer in a reading slump. So Hades and Persephone retelling. I adore Hades and Persephone narratives, and I know this is a webtoon, but I haven't read any of it, so I'm super excited to get to this. The next one is The Midnight Girls by Alicia Juskinska, and this was one that I mentioned in my anticipated releases video for December. I adore what this is. Two monstrous girls, one hard to consume, and a rivalry that could cost them everything, and I believe it is queer. Oh my god, Heather Walters blurbed the back. Ha! So now I'm even more keen to get to this. The next is Ghostwood Song by Erica Waters. I read this back in October, I believe. Ash really had a lot of trouble getting this into work. We think it got stuck. He had a lot of shipping deliveries just completely fuck up over Christmas, which is never ideal, but it's finally here. It's in my hands, and I've read it and really enjoyed it, so I'm really happy to have a physical copy of it. And then over Christmas New Year I was in Sydney, and so on the 31st I went into a Dimmicks and I found Crownbreaker by Sebastian de Castell. I got it in the sprayed edges because I own 1, 3, and 4 with the sprayed edges, and this is book 6. So book 5, unfortunately, we couldn't get it in with the sprayed edges, and I didn't want to go buy it and then unhaul my other copy when it's perfectly good condition. So I've decided I will find the second book without the sprayed edges, so 2 and 5 won't be matching, but the rest will, and I'm happy with that. Picked this one up. I figured I didn't know when I was next going to be able to get it, so just decided why not. I've decided to implement not buying the next book in a series until I've read the one before it. Technically I still have Queenslayer to go, but I know I'm going to finish off the series and that I love it, so I'm not mad about it. Then from Casey I bought Shatter Me by Tahara. I've never read this before, so I'm really excited to get to this. It's one of those YA dystopians. Yeah, this came out in 2011, so I've never read it. Very curious to see. And I got The Guest List by Lucy Foley. I was curious about this when it was going around, and I don't really read thrillers or mysteries too much, so I feel like I could enjoy this more than other people that read a lot of thrillers or mysteries who know predictability and things like that. So I'll see how I get along with this. And then from Ash's Adventure in Booklands, I got The Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. I know that I love Ashley Poston's Geekerella series, so I want to dive into more of her other work, and seeing this that she was selling, I was like, yep, sure, sounds good. I also got Holly Black's Modern Fairy Tales, so this is Tithe, Valiant, and Ironside. I've been very curious, now that I've gotten more into Holly Black's writing, to see how this series go. I know that people have very mixed opinions, but I figured, you know what, let's give it a go. So I picked this up, and I'm very excited to get to it, with it being 3 books. It is massive. And then I got The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by B.E. Schwab. I'm much preferring this cover now that I can see it in my hand. I wasn't keen on the like shit brown color originally, but this is actually a nicer color than digitally would lead you to believe. I was very apprehensive about picking this up. I wasn't going to, and then again saw Ash selling it. I was like, yep, you know what, let's do it. Let's risk it. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this, but I've got it. So yeah, so this is the stack of books that I bought myself in December. Then we have Cara's unhaul. So a lot of these were ones that I've been eyeing off but wasn't quite sure how I was feeling about, so glad to have the opportunity to get it. The first is The Passengers Duology by Alexandra Bracken. I've eyed these off for so long, and I think it was a little bit to do with the size intimidating me, but I feel like I could really enjoy this, and so I wanted to pick it up. And when Cara said she was unhauling them, I was grabbing a grab, thank you very much. And yeah, now I've got them and they're huge. Why do I do this? I got a lot of chunkies from Cara. The next was The Deathless Girls by Kieran, Mumwood, Hargrave. I think Gavin really enjoyed this when he read it, and it took him by surprise. This cover is stunning. I'm not sure how Cara felt about it, but holy shit, this is beautiful. I'm keen. I know that it's, I don't know what it is. Yeah, got no idea. But I'm gonna read it and find out and appreciate this cover in the moment. Then I got The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. I have heard this is really interesting concept. Time travel. I believe quite a few things I'm reading and or hauling recently have been time travel, but I really liked the sound of this, and I think it was Hannah from A Clockwork Reader who absolutely loves this series, and I've been thinking on it ever since they mentioned it and I saw it there, so yeah. Then she sent me Iron Gold by Pierce Brown. I am very nervous. I haven't read Morningstar yet, so this was another one that was like, I'm gonna take the opportunity to get it because then it can sit on my shelves for 6 years until I decide that I'm gonna continue on with the series. I'm enjoying. Cara, do you want your bookmark back? The Red Rising series. I'm not in love with it though, so I was like, please and thank you. Then the next one is True Life by J. Kristoff. Haven't read Deviate yet. I don't want to support him, so thank you Cara for unhauling this so I didn't have to support him, but I will eventually finish off this trilogy. It's, I think, the last one of his that I have to finish off, and so these Deviate and Truth Life and Aurora's End are the 3 books left that I have started of Jay's that I'm going to finish because I'm a masochist, sadist, whichever one, and I just can't leave series unknown. And I really enjoyed Lifelike. If anything, that is the only J. Kristoff that I've actually pleasantly enjoyed. And then, I chose The Bone Clocks by David Mitchell. I loved Cloud Atlas. I had no idea what the fuck it was, what was happening, but it was a ride, and I feel like this is going to be the same. There's lots happening on the cover and it's a fucking mammoth. Oh, it's only, okay. It feels like an absolute chunker. I love this cover, so when she was unhauling it, I was like, sign me up. Mistakes weren't made with the thickness of these. This is the chunky stack that Cara kindly unhauled into my arms. I am sweating like nobody's business. Alrighty, and on to the final section, my Christmas gifts, and I am so thankful to anyone that sent me something. I really appreciate y'all and I love you all so much. But the first one, The Flames of Albiyon by Jean Menzies. I'm so excited to get to this, and I have no idea who the fuck sent it to me. So if it was you, could you let me know so I can thank you properly, because holy shit, I screamed when this arrived. It might be from my Secret Santa that I did organize through What Victoria Reads, but I'm not sure. We did reveal things, but no one's come forth. So yeah, if someone could let me know if they sent it to me, that would be great, just so I can thank you properly, because I love you all to bits and I'm super excited to get to this. It came as a massive surprise when it rocked up in my mailbox, but yeah, I don't know who it's from, and I feel really bad about that. Then Mel sent me The Seed Collector by Scarlett Thomas. I have another book of this author's at my parents' place, The End of Mr. Y. So I saw that and I was very curious. The end papers are amazing, and she also kindly sent me a book map made by her sister, and I just really appreciate it because that's so lovely. So thank you, Mel, for being such a beautiful human, and I adore you to bits. Anyone that I mentioned there will be linked down below, but yeah, go show Mel some love. She is a wonderful human, and thank you, Mel. I appreciate you so much. Next, Cara sent me Magic for Liars by Sarah Galey. I know that she loves Sarah Galey's work, and after reading Upright Woman Wanted this year, I definitely want to try more. I don't really know too much about what it is, but I'm very keen for it. I really appreciate Sarah Galey's writing and what they bring to the table, so I'm curious to see what this is about. I really don't have a clue. I just know that it's Sarah Galey and I want to read it, and it was a favorite book from 2019 and also a favorite 2020 ? Love you too, Cara. Thank you so much. Cara just has been an amazing support for me throughout our entire time of knowing and starting in running Twitter sprints through for Simsathon. So yeah, very much appreciate you and thank you so much. Then April got me 2 Ashley Herring Flakes. So she got me Hazel Bly and the Deep Blue Sea, which was her new release of 2021, and The Mighty Heart of Sunny St. James, and I am excited. Look at the little quiz. I'm so excited for more Ashley Herring Blake. I've read Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World and Girl Made of Stars, and I love both of them with my entire heart and soul, so I'm curious to get to these and just continue to love it because I love her queer novels and just enjoy her hard-hitting contemporaries. Thank you, April. April has also been an amazing support throughout Simsathon time, and I don't know what I would be like without these two girls having championed me this entire time. I love you guys so much. Then Ash got me Fry's Ties by Stephen Fry. This is a collection of him talking about different ties that he has had in his life, and whether it be about the tie itself or something in relating to the culture, anything like that. And I just think this is a great little gift, and I'm very curious. I will probably flick through, read this cover to cover, but I really like it. It's so cute. And I just love the different, look at it, it's a treble clef. Don't come at me if I got that wrong. It's been years since I've done music. Then I had a gift voucher. Technically I have two, but I only spent one at QBD when I was in Sydney, and from Ash's family. So I got Electric Idol by Katie Robert. This came out early. I got it before January and I can't read it till February. My soul is dying. I am so excited to get to this. This is the second in the Dark Olympus series. So this is following Eros and Psyche, and just holy fuck, I am excited. So yes, it's so beautiful. So yes, very happy that I got this one. And then I got A Chorus Rises by Bethany C. Morrow. This is the second in the Song Below Water series, and because Grace from Jesus kindly got me the first one for my birthday in February of 2021, I figured I might as well pick up the next one in hardcover because they are stunning. I love that green and the purple. This is the second. I don't really know where the story's going to go from here, but I'm definitely keen to get to it. And then Jacqueline from Jaxie Jax Reads was unfortunately having to isolate throughout the Christmas period, so I didn't get to see her, but we've been best friends since like 2008. But I decided I would go book shopping and get her present for her, and then she could pick out the books that she wanted to get me. And I mentioned that I wanted these two, and she's like, yeah, go for it. So I got Solutions and Other Problems by Ali Brosh. This is the author of Hyperbole and a Half, which I absolutely adored. I found it so goddamn funny. This is a tome. I did read the first chapter where she gets stuck in a bucket as a kid, and it just fills me with joy. It makes me so goddamn happy, and yeah, so I can't wait to read the rest of this throughout this year, but it's just the perfect pick-me-up, and it is heavy. And I've also been eyeing this off since I talked about it in my anticipated releases of January of 2021, and that's The Ruthless Lady's Guide to Wizardry by C.M. Wagner. I have no idea what this is about. I don't know if it's queer. I feel like it might be, but I'm just keen for it. That's all I need to know. And I love this cover. I think it's fantastic. So many clocks on the covers. But yeah, I'm definitely keen to get to this, and thank you, Jacqueline, for always being such an amazing and wonderful person. I love you so fucking much. And then I appreciate all of the books that I've got, but this one it came out of left field. So my sister's partner joined us for Christmas for the first time, and we got to meet him, and he rocks up with the collector's edition of Cardcaptor Sakura Volume 1, which is the edition that I wanted to get when I was buying volumes 1, 2, and 3 and didn't realize that that was a continuation. This is what I wanted to get. I am in awe. I opened it and I started crying because I cannot imagine someone who I've never met figuring out that this was going to be right in here in terms of like feelings and emotions. And he was super, super lovely, and I thank him very much. I don't know if he watches my videos or not, so I'll keep it short and sweet, but thank you. Holy shit, I cannot believe this is in my hands. I could never justify getting them myself, and so to get it as a gift is just amazing, and for it to be from someone I was not expecting to get something so close to my heart, it's just absolutely beautiful, and hit me in the feels. So this is the Christmas presents that I got for this year that were bookish related. My parents also got me a dishwasher, and my sister got me tickets to Moulin Rouge, so I'm absolutely screaming about both of those as well, as much as Cardcaptor, because holy shit, I am a very fortunate individual. I cannot hold all of these for a thumbnail. I will die. So we're just gonna leave that as is. but those were the books that I acquired in the month of December. I think I went on a little bit of a splurge for myself, just knowing that I am going on a book buying challenge this year in 2022, so I wanted to sort of stock up a little bit and see how we go. I do know that April will be sending a small unhaul pile to me, which we've whittled down, so I will still be acquiring books, but fingers crossed we're not going too overboard on it. Let me know in the comments, how did your December go? Did you get a lot of good things? What was one that you received in December that you were highly anticipating? Like, all of these are fucking amazing and I am so excited and so thankful for the people in my life. If you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!